Hello everybody, my name is Disuko, and welcome back to another video on the Disuko Flips YouTube channel. So in this one, I am checking out the Ceroni Knives Integralis 2. This knife is pretty cool. It has a very wacky little blade design. Before I talk about that, I want to discuss this format of video that I'm introducing right now, which is the Disuko Daily Uploads. So this is day one, obviously, because it hasn't been one before this, probably. But these are just some short, easier to produce, not edited with B-roll kind of flipping videos. Just to kind of get some content out there, get some thoughts on some balisongs that I've had for a while, that maybe I just haven't had the time to record full reviews of. This doesn't mean that there won't be a full review of them, it just kind of means that I really wanted to talk about them and hadn't exactly had the time to record or edit a full-length review. So yeah, to start out, we have a pretty cool balisong. This is the Integralis 2 from Ceroni Knives, which is actually on a pass-around from Pyroflipper, so definitely go give him a follow on Instagram to check out some other cool pass-around balisongs that he has. But yeah, this is the Integralis 2 Trainer from Ceroni Knives. So this is a $1,200 balisong, way out of my price range. Definitely would not be able to flip it if it were not for Pyroflipper's wonderful little pass around. So yeah, I guess starting out with the specs, this blade is new. It is RLW34 steel. Don't know what the hell that means, but apparently it must be pretty good considering it's $1,200. Seems pretty durable, has a really unique design. I'll get to that in a second. Has the Ceroni logo engraved on it, which is pretty neat. And these handles are channel titanium. At first glance, you might think it's sandwich because of these giant speed channels, but no. They are in fact titanium, and they have jimping, and they have massive speed channels, and a very interesting finish. Yeah, but it's grade 5 titanium, very high quality, has an interesting coating on it. It's like black grip coating, I think is what he lists it as on his website. Definitely a pretty cool coating. It's pretty unique. It's not really something that I've seen on other balisongs before. It kind of reminds me of like aluminum bead blast, but instead it's like some kind of weird coating and on titanium. Yeah. So that's like the specs of it. I guess, what's the weight? Let me check out what the weight is. The weight of this balisong, I guess, would vary between balisongs given that it's such a custom artsy experience, but this one is around 4.3, 4.6 ounces, so on the heavier side by today's standards, but with the giant speed channels and how it flips, it definitely feels a lot lighter than it is. And actually, have the card for it. Yeah, I do. I wonder if they got mixed up in shipping, because this one is also for the Trinidad Scorpion. That's unfortunate. I guess now I can kind of talk about the way it flips and my opinions on the flipping experience of the Integralis 2. Like I said, it's channel titanium, but it definitely feels like sandwich with these cutouts in the side. That was a lot of thunder outside. God. It's very speedy. It flips very quickly. It does not have a bite handle indicator, which I honestly kind of like. It's kind of fun to not treat this as a trainer, but just more as a balisong on its own, instead of a trainer to lead up to a live blade. You know, ignoring the bite handle can lead to a lot of pretty cool tricks, and with this blade shape, there's definitely a lot of goofy shit you could do. It's pretty cool. The jimping, I'm not that good at ladders, I don't really do them that often, but the jimping provides a nice amount of grip, as well as for chokers and Z-chokers. It carries momentum pretty well. It has a lot of the weight is kind of focused towards the bottom of the handles because of the giant cutouts in them, which is very nice. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is a very cool balisong, because if you look closely at it, you will realize that it is in fact pinsless, which is very neat, as opposed to a normal balisong where you either have Zen pins here or Tang pins on the blade itself. The Ceroni Integralis 2 is pinsless, so you just have the steel impacting on the titanium itself with this big kind of triangle kind of Zen area, which is honestly really cool. It feels really good for pinsless. I know that people have had issues with pinsless in the past. Cough, Will Hirsch with JK Design Orca. You know, but I think that Ceroni has done a very nice job at doing pinsless and having it still feel nice, having it still sound nice as well. Like, oh my god. Let me get my microphone over here so you can actually, like, hear it. The ringing is crazy. Has some of the best ring that I've ever heard on a balisong, which is saying something, because I usually do not enjoy ringing sounds on balisongs, but with the Integralis 2, it is very nice. It is a fast flipper, and has these great thin handles. I have little tiny baby hands, so having thinner, slimmer handles is really nice for flipping. It feels comfortable, although my one issue with it is that because of these giant cutouts, it's actually kind of sharp when you're flipping. You can definitely feel it doing stuff like ricochets or like tricks where you're kind of gripping the sides of the handles a lot. During stuff like chaplains, just things where you're impacting on the sides of the handles. It's a little sharp, and honestly kind of hurts to flip. I definitely think if these were chamfered, it would be much better. Like, the blade is fully chamfered all around the edges. So the blade itself is comfortable, and ironically, the opposite of what's usually the problem with balisongs, the handles are the sharp part that make it uncomfortable. But other than that, yeah, it flips great. It can do rollovers excellently because of the weight in the handles. The balance is nice. I say as I drop it, the balance is nice for for chaplains and fans. Fans are really nice, especially with these thin handles. It just keeps going. It's great. The thin handles are also nice for choker fans. Parabolics I'm not very good at, so I can't exactly give my thoughts on parabolics. But yeah, I've reached the 10-minute mark, which means that it's probably a good time to end off this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on the Integralis 2, and I will catch you in the next one, where we are going to check out another pretty cool balisong by Ceroni Knives. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow with the next upload for Disuko Daily Uploads Week. And yeah, peace. Why'd I say peace? It's not a blade bias video. Come on, man.